open Office Base, database queries. Right, so to create a query, select query from your database objects, and then I prefer using the design view. So I'm going to double click on create query in design view. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to add the table or the query that you want to extract information from. So I'm going to add that once, and then I'm going to close this window. You can resize your window so you can actually see everything. So let's just move this up as well. Okay, then you're going to add the fields that you want to extract from your database. So I'm going to use name. I'm also going to select surname, whether or not we should invite them to the charity events, and I'm also going to add the donation amount. Alright, if you look at the next line, there's alias, so you can give your field another name, which table was used, and you can also sort. So I'm going to sort according to surname in ascending order. Then you also can select whether or not this field should be visible in your particular query. And the important bit I want to get to is the criteria. Okay, so you can add criteria. That's the whole point of your queries. So for instance, we could go to invite to charity event, and I could say show me all the values that are true. So show me the names of all those people that we are actually going to invite to the charity. Okay, to the charity event. Okay, so once you've typed in your criteria, you can then run your query, okay, or press F5 on your keyboard, and it will show you the results here at the top of your screen. Okay, to close your preview, you can press F4 on your keyboard, or you can select View and then select Preview, deselect Preview. Okay, right. So for instance, we could also add a criteria to donation amount. We could say, show me all those people who have donated more than 200. Okay, and to preview this, you can press F5 on your keyboard again. Because you have the true and the greater than 200 on the same line, that implies an AND. Okay, so there's two sets of criteria that a record needs to meet in order to show up in your query. Okay, so they have to be invited to the charity event and they've had to donate more than 200 Rand. Okay, if you want to see all those people who have donated 200 Rand, you can say, right, let's get rid of the criteria for invite to charity, and let's move that to the OR line. Okay, so what this means is that it's now going to show me all the people who have donated more than 200 Rand, whether or not they've been invited to the charity event. And it's also going to show me everyone who has been invited to the charity event, regardless of how much they've actually donated. So it's important to understand the difference between those two concepts, and when to put your criteria on the same line and when to split them over two lines. So let's quickly have a look at the results of this. I'm going to press F5, and there's the results for this query.